that you and I are long-winded and stuff like that.
We're Windbags. Hello, everybody. It's the Windbag twins.
Hi, I'm Windbag A. He's Windbag B.
Yeah.
There we go.
So if you are listening to the Morning Monorail podcast, we have now gone live in the Morning Monorail family group on Facebook. We're wrapping up the show for today. We've talked Disney news. We've talked curmudgeon, old man anger, nostalgia. We've talked Fast Pass Standby Snack Break. And now we've gotten to the portion of the show where we're doing the plugs. Every week, what we've been doing at the end of the show, once we actually wrap recording, is we go live in the Morning Monorail family group and on YouTube to talk to the Morning Monorail fam and just kind of like wind down from all the adrenaline pumping action of recording a podcast.
Oh yeah, so much adrenaline, so much action. When two middle-aged ding-dongs talk about Walt Disney World. Oh man, I really hope as you're listening to this, you're wearing a seatbelt.
You better. You're going to pay for a whole seat, but you're only going to need the edge.
The edge.
That's right. But yeah, so you can, if you want to be part of that discussion, if you want to catch up on all of the live streams that we do, make sure you're either part of the Morning Monorail family or subscribed on YouTube. 100, you're like, yeah, Skipper Bob, 170 subs and growing. We're getting up to that big 1,000 subscriber goal that I set a couple of weeks ago, and we're inching closer every day. Am I really selling this? I feel like I'm trying.
Dude, yeah, I'm so sold. Also, it's like I'm a fat kid. I can't eat 170 subs by myself.
Oh.
It's a lot of bread, so many carbs.
We need to talk about that $100 sandwich you can get at Avengers Campus, but we're going to do that after we do our plugs. So let's do that now, and then
that really feels like something the Hyperion Adventure would cover.
Are they going to buy a $100 sandwich? I don't know.
I didn't say they're going to buy it, but they could cover it because, they are your one-stop shop for everything going on at Disneyland.
No, I agree with that for sure. No doubt.
So, carbs are life, according to Facebook user. If you've seen my body would agree with you, Facebook user.
Your body,
my doctor, not so much.
That's what Michael. It's Michael. It's our friend Michael. Michael, by the way, you did not weigh in on the Fast Pass Standby Snack Break. What's the deal with that?
Why do you hate us, Michael?
And Nicole is here. Hello, Nicole. Skipper Bob. Everybody's here. Lewis, he's not wearing a seatbelt.
Okay, Lewis, that's unsafe. And I'm going to have to give you a ticket for that. I'm doing this not because I hate you, but because I care about you, Lewis. I care.
We do. If there's one thing you can say.
Safety first.
One thing you can say about Landon and Justin, we care before anything else. But here's also what we care about. We care that you subscribe to us on all the socials. So we are Morning Monorail across the board. It's uniform. It's easy to find. Morning Monorail on Instagram, on Twitter, or Morning Monorail on Facebook, but also join the Morning Monorail family group and be part of all the action. Subscribe on YouTube. We need to get to 1,000, but I have found a way to stream live in the parks, so it's not as critical as it used to be. But if you want better audio, let's get to 1,000. Come on, guys, do it, because this particular solution I found, I don't know if it's my mic. I don't know what it is. It's not great. So I'd love to do something else. But that's all the plugs I have for you today. Don't forget Patreon launching. As of you're hearing the podcast, it's going to launch today. Those of you who are in the live chat right now, this is an exclusive.
Breaking news.
Yeah, kicking the Patreon off tomorrow, June 7th, 2021. So you're going to see that go live. Hope to see you all there, but if not, we'll see you here. But Landon, where can people find you on the internet?
Landoz, please go follow me. Landon Doan, I'm the best. Landon Doan, not the rest. That's where you can find me. 280 characters at a time on Twitter. I also run a website, buttmunchchips.com, buttmunchchips.
Sit on your butt and munch.
Nice. Yeah. Bringing a little bit of your old choir skills back into it. I like that. You hold it up here when you started down here, up here, down here. Anyway, I don't know where I'm going with this. Buttmunchchips.com has not been updated in maybe over a year at this point. If I'm being completely honest, I think I only still say it because I own a website and it's called buttmunchchips.com. And me being a 36-year-old man loves to say buttmunchchips.com. So other than that, you can go over there, give me them hits. I don't know what I'm going to do with them, but I'll have them. But in lieu of that, Go to the iTunes store and search for Near Fall Radio. Another thing that hasn't been updated in a while that honestly might be coming to an end because other than All Elite Wrestling, wrestling's kind of garbage right now, and I hate it. But yeah, in lieu of that, I invite you to listen to me Monday through Friday, 6 to 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on newstalk987.com. Also available in the iHeartRadio app. It's me on The Phil Show with my host, Phil Williams. We do it Monday through Friday. Unfortunately, we are having to do it Monday this week because unlike last week, we don't have Monday off. I really enjoyed a 4-day work week, and write your congressman, your representative, and the president. Let's see if we can make a 4-day work week a permanent thing. I'm Landon Doan, and I approve this message.
I'll vote for you.
Yeah.
Well, thanks to everyone for listening to the show again this week. If you're hanging with us in the Morning Monorail family on Facebook and on YouTube, don't go anywhere. We're just wrapping up the podcast. So these people who are not part of the Morning Monorail family, they're getting off the monorail right here. Consider this the Grand Floridian station. We're still heading to the Magic Kingdom. Make sure you thank a cast member.
Yes.
Appreciate them. Also, be kind to each other, everybody. It's a tough world out there. We need more kindness. We love you all. We hope you have a magical week. Bye-bye.
See ya. I really hope my favorite member of the monorail heard that heartfelt goodbye at the end because I meant it. I think they did.
Skipper Bob says, Skipper Bob's all over the place. He's on YouTube and he's on the Facebook. I've got him on both screens.
Nice. Skipper Bob's blowing up like a water balloon with a hand grenade in it.
We appreciate the views, Skipper Bob.
Yeah, thanks, buddy.
I have a question to the Morning Monorail fam that's here because it came up on the show. It was one of those kind of free association things, and I just ended up asking Landon this question. Have you all seen the Trolls?
Prepared, so I have no idea what was going on. So,
have you all seen the Trolls movie? I want to know if you've seen it, and I want to know he's commenting in both places.
I really want him to get into an argument with himself. Come on, Skipper Bob, do it.
But yes, if you've seen it, what were your thoughts? If you haven't seen it, was it because you were just like, I'm not going to watch that piece of garbage? So Nicole said the first one, yes.
Nicole with the first, yes.
Me too. I've only seen the first one. The reason I'm asking this question is because Universal made it all worthwhile when they decided to introduce the trolls to the parks. And there was an actual troll that would fart garbage, glitter, fart garbage.
Wow, this took a dark turn in the live show.
Fart Garbage is my punk band that I'm starting up. What the heck?
Oh, that was fantastic. Also, keep an eye on the TeePublic store. Fart Garbage shirts coming soon.
I think I only said it because Bob said the second one was trash. No, the character farted glitter. Like it was a character just standing out in the open and it would fart glitter. To me, that made the whole troll experiment worth it. Like to have a character that would fart glitter live in real life in the parks. That's just.
Mm-hmm. I was very excited to find this out. So let's ask people in the chat what Disney character meet and greet would be improved if they farted glitter. I'll go first. Kylo Ren. I think that would really help the experience, just top to bottom. Some weird emo cosplayer, and then all of a sudden he just farts the rainbow. That'd be great.
Guys, the Kylo Ren meet and greet. Such an awkward experience.
It's awkward. Oh, it's so awkward.
Yeah,
like, I want to be anywhere else. Oh,
Donald needs to fart glitter for sure. Landon wins. Yeah, I don't know if we can top the Kylo Ren because that would be really interesting. That would at least break the ice because
that would break something. It'd break something.
Is there a more awkward meet and greet?
Like
character interaction?
Not one that I've experienced. Like Gaston might be a pompous jerk, but he's at least having fun with it. It's like, oh, hey, what's up? I'm better than you. I'm Gaston. Where it's like Kylo Ren, it's like, dude, are you okay? Did you forget to take your space Paxil or something? Like, do you need a Zoloft? Like it is so, so awkward.
The Darth Vader one was? Okay. stormtrooper walking behind, just waving his hand in our face. Yeah. Like the stormtroopers are they can be awkward, but at least they're just like, you're not like put into a room with them and then there's just like this awkward silence of, all right, what are you going to say? What are you going to do? I like that the stormtroopers can kind of walk around and just say random things to people. And, it works a little better because it feels more like you don't have to really, you can just kind of take it in. You're not expected to necessarily participate in that conversation usually. Sometimes they'll ask you questions. But the Kylo Ren and I guess the Darth Vader thing, which I never got to do, they put you face to face with this person. There is this air of like intimidation, right? They're trying to make you feel like, oh, you're going in front of this evil character and you better show respect and all this sort of thing. And of course, this character, let's open up the veil of magic here, has some pre-recorded things that it says. So it's not just like you could say just whatever you want.
You'd be like, hey, dude, what's up? You doing all right today? Yeah.
And get like appropriate
Man,
responses.
this weather, it's so crazy, right?
Yeah. So they tell you to stand in a particular place. He kind of like walks around you and it's like
he's sizing you up or something. Like it reminds me of the Conan O'Brien Triumph the Insult comic dog where they go to the grand opening of episode 1 and they're talking to a Darth Vader out there and he asked, looking at the chest plate, it's like, and which one of these buttons do you press to have your mom come pick you up? It's like, oh my God. It's like you just want to make fun of it because it's so awkward.
Yeah. The BB-8 one was pretty awkward too. Oh, Lewis is saying Darth said nothing.
Wow, even better. So everybody can just sit there in awkward silence that you could cut with a lightsaber. Fantastic.
Yeah, I don't know if that's better or worse. Because it'd be kind of funny if he just stood there looking at you.
I think I'd actually prefer that as opposed to the canned responses from Kylo.
Yeah. For me, the BB-8 one was weird because not only does BB-8 not even say English words, and I don't speak BB-8. When we went in, I don't think it was even moving. Like, I guess it can move its head around and stuff, but it wasn't doing that when I moved around.
Like, and when I went down there and did the whole like Chewbacca and Kylo photo shoots, BB-8 wasn't open because it just straight up wasn't working that day. And apparently that animatronic was notorious for that. So.
Yeah. Marissa, when she met Kylo, he got up in her face and threatened her for being a rebel. See, that's funny. That's good.
I was wearing a Chewbacca shirt when I met Kylo, and he made some crack about Chewie, or it's like, that rebel scum, tell them we're coming. It's like, okay, all right, yeah, settle down, go put it in your lab journal, dude.
Well, to top it all off, our awkward meeting with Kylo, when we got the pictures back in the app, they turned out so dark that it looked like we were standing next to nothing. I had to download them and then try to turn the brightness all the way. And I'm not kidding. I'll see if I've still got those because I may have just deleted them.
They were
garbage. There was no reason to keep them. And it was so funny too, because Sam wanted her picture alone with Kylo Ren because Sam is a Kylo fangirl. And so we were like, all right, we're going to clear out and then Sam's going to get her pictures. It looks like she's just standing there by herself awkwardly. It's really, really funny.
That's awesome.
Because he is wearing all black.
Mm-hmm. He's an emo cosplayer. Yeah, of course.
So, I don't
Rebel
know.
Scum, now smile for a picture.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's just like the Chewie one was so different to me because Chewie
it's so much fun.
You go in and he's just ready for a big Chewbacca hug.
Mm-hmm.
You go in and it's all smiles and handshakes and hugs and
he wanted to trade his bandolier for my R2 Mickey ears. I wanted to as well, but his handler wouldn't let him.
Skipper Bob, it's both really, but she loves Kylo for sure. But yes, Adam Driver, she was a big Girls fan, so.
That still cracks me up. The one star to come out of the movie starring 4 girls, and the whole plot is the story of 4 girls in New York City, is the dude in Girls.
It's a little odd, isn't it?
It is. And yes, Marissa, Chewie hugs are the best hugs. That's factually correct.
Guilty. What are you guilty of? I missed it.
I just assume he is guilty of everything.
He's guilty.
Mm-hmm. You were actually good this week in Fast Pass Stand by Snack Break, so thank you, Skipper Bob. About time.
We do appreciate the cooperation. Don't worry, you're way out of the penalty box. You guys are going to have to listen to the show to find out who gets thrown in the penalty box this week, and it may be a multiple week violation. I don't know. We'll have to see how it goes.
Yeah, it was kind of a surprise who ends up there. It's like, and I'll be honest, they might be put into the skipper Bob buried underneath the penalty box spot for this transgression, because this aggression will not stand, man, to borrow a line from the Big Lebowski.
So we were talking about one of the things we didn't talk about this week was the buffalo chicken spring rolls that are back at the Magic Kingdom, or they're either back or coming back. I think they
are back now. Didn't they bump the pepperoni spring rolls?
Oh, now that's going to make me angry.
Yeah, I read on Disney Food Blog that they gigged the pepperoni pizza spring rolls, replaced them with the buffalo chicken, so it's now just the cheeseburger and the buffalo chicken.
Come on. Why? Like, if you're going to...
Don't shoot the messenger, dude. Jeez.
I love the pepperoni pizza ones the most. They're my favorite, but I wouldn't sacrifice them to try. Like, I don't want to sacrifice those to try the buffalo chicken. I haven't had the buffalo chicken ones. They're interesting to me. Disney buffalo chicken. Let's talk about this for a minute, because I feel like it's pretty unpredictable whether or not it's going to be spicy or whether or not it's even going to be good. I actually really like the buffalo chicken tots that you can get at Friar's Nook. I think they're fantastic. But we've gotten like buffalo chicken on, I think it was like buffalo chicken tortilla chips for a party. Marissa thinks they have all three.
Okay, all right. I really hope Marissa is correct, because like I haven't tried any of them, but if I was going to try one, pepperoni pizza would be the way to go.
Okay, let me finish this one thought and then I'll go back to that one. Yeah, it's not spicy enough. Typically, spicy stuff in Disney is not spicy enough. Is something that's like pretty consistent. I get it, because you got to appeal to everybody, and people.
I was going to say, is that really that surprising? Because it's like, I know some people really enjoy the ghost peppers, like I can see through time level of spice, but it's like they're playing for the everyman at this point.
That's exactly right. So they've got to appeal to the most people, and I get that. That's fine, but they ought to maybe there should be an option. If you want to kick it up, like when you go to a Thai restaurant, do you want it Thai hot? Do you want it super spicy, or do you want the mild? And they can just add more sauce or whatever it is.
I mean, that's a fair option, but could they really do it at like, stands and quick service stuff? Like at sit down restaurants, I think they absolutely could do that, because they would have time to prepare it as such. But it's like, even if they did offer it, like, the quick service stands or whatever, are they going to do like, all right, for every 25 of the regular buffalo chicken, we're going to have 10 crazy hot buffalo chicken. And if you want that, how long have they been just sitting there waiting?
Well, I guess I would think too. Yeah. I mean, it'd be tough to like guess proportions, but maybe they just have like an extra special spicy sauce that they have.
There we go.
Side.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Something like that. I don't know. But the buffalo chicken tots are very, very good. That's a funny take, Lewis. I don't know. If you order spicy food and they don't offer levels, it's almost certainly not good. I'll have to think about that, because sometimes, I don't know, that you might be right. But yeah, so buffalo chicken tots. The buffalo chicken spring rolls, I hear, are very good. But I'll be interested to see if they, in my mind, will compete with the pepperoni pizza. What I was going to go back to is, I think that the cheeseburger spring rolls are very good, like by themselves. You don't have to add anything to them. You eat them. They're very good by themselves. They kind of, to me, taste a little bit like a Crystal Burger or something. Like they have a weird Crystal Burger kind of taste to them or something, like a White Castle. And maybe it's the pickle, or I don't know what factors into that. But the pizza spring rolls, they're the best for me with the sauce. Like you get a marinara sauce, you want to dip it in there, get a good amount of sauce, and then you take a bite. To me, that's the best way to eat those. So like if I could have them only without sauce, I think I'd go cheeseburger. If I'm getting sauce, then pepperoni definitely head and shoulders above the rest, in my opinion. So I haven't ever had, I think last year, or not last year, but maybe a couple of years ago, they had like a Philly cheesesteak spring roll, which I think would be interesting. Keenan mentioned Cuban. I think I missed those. I didn't know they had Cuban ones. and then the buffalo.
I'd be more open to the Cuban than the Philly cheesesteak, or honestly the cheeseburger at this point, because it's like, in my opinion, pickles are garbage. So just and they're already made into the cheeseburger spring roll, so that's a no go for Lando. But I would really like to try the pepperoni spring roll. That sounds really good. And
they're very good.
And I do hear good things about the buffalo chicken, and that is something I could eat because it has celery in it, not onions or anything crazy like that. So,
yeah, the buffalo chicken, I think it's got to be good. It'd be hard to mess that up. You put a crispy like phyllo crust on the outside of like a buffalo chicken spring roll. Mm-hmm. That sounds like a pretty good deal to me. I love a good cheesesteak, though. I'd love to try those. I like that they change out the variety of the spring rolls. I just don't want them to take away the classics. You got to offer the
when it's open,
and the cheeseburger when it's open.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, we talked about popcorn this week. We talked about Marissa. Flavor. Oh, bye, Marissa. We talked about popcorn in Epcot.
New segment based on the Epcot popcorn too.
Yeah, we're starting a brand new segment every week. I'm going to tell you one thing that you've got to try in the Disney parks, just based on, hopefully it'll tie into some conversation that we're already having. But I wanted to ask, here's a debate for everybody. Ice cream martini. No.
That sounds amazing, and I want one.
Yeah, Donna. I don't know where you get that. Oh, that just reminds me too. I already listened to the Hyperion Adventures podcast where they were reviewing Avengers Campus. You guys need to check that out if you're interested in what it was like to be there opening day for Avengers Campus. Tom ordered a beer that was a marshmallow stout with ice cream in it or something like that. And I was like, the amazing thing, first of all, that sounds really interesting to me. It's like a beer, that's a stout float basically.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's not a beer, that's a float at that point. What?
It sounds really good, but they said the stout by itself was better, like without the additional stuff in it. It's a marshmallow stout, which I've never heard of such a thing. So reason enough to go to Avengers Campus. And I'm not going to say anything else because I don't want to spoil their episode. But
that does sound interesting. I think that sounds good. I think I would land on the side that the stout by itself would be better, because I mean it's like I know some people enjoy the Bloody Marys where it comes with like, you know, a full blown like stick of beef jerky and bacon and shrimp and like a steak.
Well, that's a Bloody Mary, man. You got to have a meal with it.
No, I want to drink. Come on, yeah. Like at that point with the ice cream and all that stuff, Skipper Bob asked the question, is that still beer at that point? That's a fair question. Does it sound interesting? Yeah, it definitely does. Does it tilt towards the good type of interesting? Is the, oh God, we're all going to die interesting? I think it's more good than bad, but yeah, it's like, I think I'd prefer the beer by itself.
Okay, fair enough.
Also, the ice cream martini is in the France Pavilion in Epcot.
Still haven't had that. So I remember Donna mentioned this. I've got to do that because she asked me to try it. I haven't done it yet, Donna. I have failed you.
Jay, why do you hate Donna? Donna is my favorite member of the Monorail family group.
I don't hate Donna, but I promise I will go back to Epcot soon, and that will be, I'm going to make myself a note. That'll be like number one with a bullet of things I'm going to have to do. I'll even make a video. Maybe we'll do a live video of the ice cream martini from France.
There we go.
Yeah. That's because that does sound pretty darn good.
Mm-hmm. They got good drinks in the France Pavilion.
Man, France has just continued to climb the ranks in the World Showcase Pavilion for me. And man, once Ratatouille opens up.
Yeah. We really might have to revisit our rankings of the World Showcase after Ratatouille opens back up, or opens up rather. Yeah.
That may just be right at the top, if not the top pavilion at that point. But Lewis was saying earlier, like when they change things out, the foreigners hate it because they change stuff when they get there from the last time. So I think too, like that does make it tough. Like if they take something away that's typically there and put something seasonal, or just vice versa, they just kind of change things out seasonally. It's a good point. I mean, especially considering they consider like the Walt Disney World Resort more of like a travelers park rather than a locals park.
Yeah, where Disneyland is the flip side, where it's, mostly for the locals. So they want to keep it fresh. And by the way, I'm sorry, Lewis, you're not my favorite. Val, though, she is my favorite. So mm-hmm.
Sometimes we just get the terrible thing. Yeah, right. Yeah. They're like, here, let's try this nasty thing out. And that's your only trip for the year. And that's
tough
what you
stuff,
get to have.
Buttercup. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I say that we declare whenever they reopen Casey's Corner, that should be like a holiday. Everybody, we should somehow declare that a Morning Monorail holiday. We all get to go to the Magic Kingdom that day, and we all get a big giant hot dog that's too big for our faces.
Hey, you know what? If my boss signs off for it and Delta will give me a flight down there, I agree to this. Mm-hmm.
They don't have Canadian beer and maple popcorn at Disneyland. Well, that's true, but I mean, I'm trying to think of where they'd even put it. They're not going to put it in California Adventure.
They would put it in the very north Californian Adventure experience, I
guess.
Mm-hmm.
That's extreme North California.
And if this was the 90s and oh God, I just blanked on the dude. Move on.
Wayne Gretzky.
Sure. Okay. What was the dude that ran Michael Eisner? If Michael Eisner, there we go. And I'm back. Was running this. There would be extreme North California, but it would be spelled with an X because he wanted to get all those teenagers and 20-year-olds in the Disney parks. Almost salvaged it. Almost.
Yeah, we nearly got there.
Yep, almost.
All right, guys, we're going to wrap it up for today.
We're closing on that. Oh, come on.
Yes, because obviously both of us are running out of steam at this point. Actually, the big reason is I've got to go get ready because I am taking the grandparents over to, my parents, the Monorail grandparents, over to Disney Springs today, and I need to go get ready. And hey, Disney Springs, they've got the watermelon Dole Whip now. I can give that a shot, I think.
Oh, wait! Is that the thing where it's like a watermelon sandwich looking thing?
I think they have that, but then they also just have the watermelon Dole Whip that you can get.
Okay,
you can get the sandwich, and then there's something else. So maybe I'll try that today as my special treat for all of you. What just happened? What's going on at your place?
Much like Peter Frampton, Alexa's come alive.
Okay.
Weird.
But thanks for hanging out, everybody. We appreciate you jumping in these little post-show chats. Landon and I are usually like loopy by this point, and but it's always good to see you all and chat with you for a little bit. Skipper Bob thinks you need a nap, Landon.
To be fair, I probably do. Landon is kind of cranky, so yeah. A little gassy too, if we're being completely honest.
Well, tune into the show.
Amen.
Mm-hmm. Tune into the show tomorrow, everybody. The brand new Monday Morning Monorail Podcast coming at you, loaded with great stuff. Thanks so much for being a listener. Thanks for being part of the Monorail fam. We'll talk to you next week. Bye.
Felt like one too